This conference will now be recorded.
Let me call it as file system task. Okay, now you can see, let us see what we can do in this file system task is. Let me drag and drop this. So here, Rachita, are you there? Hello?
Sir, no one is connected, sir.
No, Rachita connected, no? Just now. She sent a message. She connected again, some disconnection. Yeah, she's there. Okay, now let us see what we can do in this file system task. Okay, so let me create a folder. Okay, what my requirement is, I need to create a folder. Okay, and after that I will need to transfer the files from one folder to another. Okay, now let us go and see. So using this file system task, you can see inside the file system task, so we can see some operation called, do you want to copy a file? Let me go for folder. Okay, first of all, so do you want to create a folder? Yes, I want to create a folder. Okay, so under the folder we have multiple options like, do you want to create a folder, and do you want to copy the folder? Okay, and do you want to delete the directory content, means do you want to delete the files? Yes. Sorry. So using this file system task, I can create a folder. Okay, I can copy the content. Okay, I can copy the files into that folder. Okay, by using this copy directory. Let us see one by. Okay, so let me go for create folder, and we need to specify where you want to create a folder. Okay, under the source connection, we need to just specify where you want to create a folder. Okay, under which drive you want to create a folder. Okay. So now you can go and see, I want to create a folder. So where you want to create, let us specify that. Let us select the option as create folder option. Okay. Now let us browse. So let us say I want to create a folder under the desktop. Okay. Then let us go and select the desktop and create make new folder. So let us say SSIS underscore. Okay. I want to create it with this name. So that is SSIS underscore. Okay. So SSIS underscore is the record. So under the desktop, I want to create a folder with this name. Okay. And if the folder is already present, do you want to reuse it? Yes, I want to reuse it. Then make it as true. So let us give some name as create folder task. Okay. Create. So now if I go and execute this, okay, if I go and execute this task, it will go and create a folder at the desktop. So now you can see we are able to go and create a folder under the desktop. Let us see whether under the desktop, okay, you can see a folder is created with the name SSIS underscore. Okay. So now there is nothing. Now I want to copy the files, let us say in the F drive. Okay, in the F drive I have some, let us take some images folder. Okay, or let's say some match. Okay, so I want to copy all these files. Okay, I want to copy all these files. Okay, now let us take some folder. So under the F drive we have some, so I have some different types of files. So I want to copy these files from this F drive images folder. Let me copy the path to my desktop folder. Okay, so let us see how we can do that. Okay, now let me take one more file system task. So after creating the folder, what I want to do is let me create one more file system task. Okay, after creating the folder, okay, now let us here, let us take, so first of all let me select the operation type as, okay, copy directly. Okay, I want to copy the file. So now let us use the name as copy folder. Okay, now let us go on source. Let us specify the source connection. So from which folder you want to copy, specify the, is that is existing folder? Yes, that is existing folder. Now from which folder? From the F drive. Okay, under this we have the F drive. Okay, under the F drive, what is our folder name? That is images. Now let us go back to the images. That's it. Okay, so I have selected the folder name, source folder. Okay, now where you want to copy to the desktop folder, no? So that we can specify the destination. So destination collection, you just specify where you want to copy. I want to copy to the SSIS Abhi folder. That's it. And if the file is already present, Do you want to overwrite it? Yes, I want to overwrite destination as true. Okay, so we have just specified the operation copy directory. Okay, copy files from one folder to another. Okay, I have specified the operation and source folder name and the source destination folder name. And if the file is already present, I want to just reuse it. So now you can go and see if I execute this, what it will do is I'm executing the package. So it will try to create the folder, and if the folder is already present, it will reuse it, and then it will copy the files from one folder to from a friend folder to desktop folder. So now you can see it has, since under this create folder option we have use directory fix it. Use if the folder exists, I want to reuse it. Okay, this was true, no? So that's why it has not given any problem. Okay, so now let us go and see the desktop folder. Okay, in this desktop folder, let us see whether all the files are copied or not. Now we can see all the files. Okay, now we have one more operation called. So if you want to delete the files, okay, from that folder, if you want to delete the files from that folder, then we have one more operation called. So delete directory content is there. Okay, so if you want to delete the content of the directory, then you can go and select which folder content you want to delete. Let us say that is our desktop folder. Okay, so here you can go and see delete files from the folder. That's it. So select this operation if you want to delete the files and specify which folder, and that's it. Now you can go and see to execute this. What it will do is it will go and so now you can see it has deleted the files from the folder. Now let us go and cross check. So now you can see all the files are removed from the folder SSIS. Okay, now we have one more operation called delete folder itself. Okay, so if you want to delete the folder itself, so in the file system task, so let us select the operation as, okay, delete directory. We have an option called delete directory option is there. Okay, so if you want to delete the directory itself, delete the folder itself, which folder? Let us select our desktop folder. So folder itself. Okay. So we have just selected the operation and selected which folder we want to delete. Okay, so then you can go and see. You can go and delete that folder itself. So now you can see the folder itself is removed. Now you can see the folder itself is. So these are all operations available for a folder. This file system task. So these are all the operations available for a folder. You can go and see. So, so we have copy directory, create directory, copy directory, delete directory. And we have one more thing called move directories there. What is this move directory? That is nothing but cut and paste. So this copy directory means it will copy the files from the source folder to the destination folder. It will just copy. Okay. But move means it will cut and paste. It will cut the files from the source folder and copy it to the destination folder. Okay, so we should be very careful when we apply the move. Why? Because when you apply move, so it has deleted, it has cut the files from the source, and when it is trying to copy, so if there is any error, okay, because of some error it was not able to copy to the destination, okay, then it won't roll back, it won't re-put the files to the source folder. So it can, there is a chance of we can lose the files, okay, if you do that cut and paste. So better always go for copy directly. If it fails also, the files will be available in the source. But if you go for move, if it fails, the files won't be available in the source. It will be deleted from the source. Okay, so that's why we should be very careful when we are dealing with move directory. So these are all the options available for a folder level. Now we can see we have options to copy the files also. Okay, so if you want to, if you are dealing, if you want to copy a single file, then you can go for copy file, delete file, okay, uh, copy file, okay, and inside that once you create a folder, you can copy a single file, you can delete a single file, okay, and you can rename a file name also. Let us see what are these. Okay, so these are all the folder level options. Okay, and if you want to execute, you can go and execute at a time. Okay, so that is also no problem. You can execute at a time. Okay, now let us put this inside a sequence. These are all the folder level options. So all these are pushed into this container. Okay. Now let us come to the files options. Okay. Now let us come to this file options. So first of all, let me create the folder again. Okay, let me create the folder again. So create directory. Okay, so creating the folder, or you can go on to re-execute that create folder. Okay, so let us say you can go for create folder. Okay, now source connection where you want to create. I want to create with the same desktop SSIS folder I want to create. And if the folder exists, do you want to reuse it? Yes, I want to reuse it. Okay, so first of all, let me create a folder, and after that, let me insert the files. Okay, so let me execute this. Now, after executing this, if I want to copy a single file, then you can go and use the file option. Okay, so now let us go see. So in the desktop, okay, whether the folder is created or not. Yes, the folder is created for that. Okay, and there are no files. Now let me try to copy a single file. So if you want to copy a single file, then you have to take the copy file option. If you want to copy a single file, then you need to take the copy file option. So here let us go for source connection. Go for, so from where you want to copy. Okay, now let us say select, first of all let us select the copy file option. Okay, now let us create a new connection. Okay, and we need to specify in that folder. Okay, So is that existing file or do you want to create a file? No, I want to. Now the file is existing. No? Let's go browse. So now let us say in that particular F drive, okay. So if you want to copy that in the F drive, okay. So we have images folder now. So let me go to the images folder. Okay. So enter this images folder. Okay. So which file you want to copy? So let us say I want to copy the first one, 4.jpg. Okay. You need to just select. So we have specified. So which file you want to copy? That's it. Okay. So if you want, since we are not copying the entire directory, okay, we are copying a single file. Then you have to select this copy file and locate the file. Okay. And where you want to copy? So I want to copy to the destination, that is my SSIS-Session-23 folder. Okay. And if the file is already present, do you want to overwrite it? Yes, I want to overwrite. Okay. Now let us go for copy. Okay. Now let us. So now we can go and execute this. Okay. So the folder is already created. Let me go and execute this copy single file operation. So now you can go and see. We are able to copy. Yes, we are able to copy a single file. Suppose my requirement is I want to copy all the JPG files, not a single file. I want to copy and not all the files. I don't want to copy all the files, not a single file. I want to copy all the image files like .jpg files. Then how I can do that? So if you want to copy the entire directory, then you can go for copy directory option. And if you want to copy a single file, then you can go for copy file option. But my requirement is I want to copy all the JPG files. Okay? I don't want the remaining files. I just want the JPG files. Okay? Then how we can do that? So let us see. So simple is, so you need to copy all the JPG files. No? Means you want to loop it. So first you want to copy first JPG, and second time you want to copy the second JPG file, like that. No? So one by one you want to copy. No? Then just use the looping concept. That's it. You just do the looping concept. Now what you can do is you can go and see. So let me copy this and repaste one more time. Okay. Now let us see. So we have multiple copies. 6, 7. So I have 4 files. Okay. Now I want to copy all these JPG files. So what you have to just do that is put that copy file option. So put that copy file option inside a loop. That's it. Okay. So how we can loop? So by using this containers, we can do the looping concept. Okay. So for looping, let me connect to the for each loop. Okay. So we have created the file. Okay. And after creating the folder, okay, I want to apply the loop. Since I want to copy multiple files of only JPG extension, okay, so put this file, we put this copy single file inside the for each loop container. That's it. Okay. And inside the container, what we have to do is let me open the container. Okay. And here inside the collection, okay, enumerator type. Now we are not dealing with any tables or Okay, we are not dealing with any array list variable or XML file. Now the source is flat. Your source is folder. No, since you are dealing with the files or folders, then the enumerator type should be file enumerator. If you are dealing, if your source is a file or a folder, then we have to select the enumerator type as file enumerator. Okay, so in the last class we have seen if your source is coming from a table object, then we have selected this ADO enumerator. But now the source is file, no, folder, no, then we need to select the enumerator type as file. Okay. Let us specify which folder data you want to, from which folder you want to copy. Our folder is already existed in the F drive. Okay, F drive images folder. Okay, so from this folder, this is your source folder, and from this folder, what type of files you want to copy? You want to copy only JPG files. No, let us say star.jpg, star.jpg. That's it. So it will connect to this folder. Under that folder, it will loop through the .jpg files. Okay. Now we have selected the fully qualified path. Fully qualified path means, so up to that file name. So this is the, so now you can go and see fully qualified path means this is the folder path under this images. Okay, under this which image you want to copy. So this name JPG, click on properties. So here if you go to this security, you can see sharing. So F drive and images, under that images. Okay, go to this. So now you can go and see security. Now this is the fully qualified path. Okay, so under the F drive, under the images, under this is the file name. This is called fully qualified. Okay, so that is what I have specified here. Okay, so go to this folder and loop to the star.jpg. Okay, all the JPG files, and put that, okay, one by one file name, and put each file name one by one file name into one path. Okay, into one variable. That's it. Okay, so what this container will do is, if we connect to that folder and send one by one file name, okay, one by one file name into this path, and the one by one image path into this variable. Okay, that's it. So now the container will send one by one file name. Okay, now inside this copy single file option, go to this, now go to this file option. Okay, where we are copying from source to destination. No? And here we are not copying a single file, we need to copy the multiple files. Whatever the file names coming from the container, no, we need to copy one by one. And your file name is coming inside a variable or not. So the container, here it is getting the file name, here it is getting the file name and putting in a variable. No, the path, the file name path, it is putting in variable called v underscore file path. So here go to this single file copy option. Now is your source path is coming from a variable? Yes, my source path now it is coming from a variable from the container. Then make it as true. And in which variable? You can go and see. My container is sending the one by one file name in which variable, that is v underscore file path. That's it. Okay. So nothing need to be done. Okay, so the container will send one by one file name in that variable, and this copy file, it will read the file name from this variable data and put it into the SSIS-SSIS destination one by one. Okay, so now if you want to see, now v file path is used as a source and the destination is empty. So it is asking that, hey, there is no, we have used v file path variable as a source, but we have not specified any default value. Let us use the default value. Okay, so for this variable we file for, okay, just give it a default value. Okay. So now let us go on click on OK. Okay, so but we have a doubt whether the container is sending one by one file name or not. So if we have a doubt whether the container is sending the one by one file name or not, we can go and read the data from that variable. So whatever the container is putting in that variable, no, we can go and read that. How we can read the data from a variable is, so you can use a script task. So just to know whether that is reading one by one or not. Or let us, first of all, let us do this. Let us do this, and after that we can see. Okay, so the container will connect to that folder. What this container will do is it will connect to the source folder and it will send one by one JPG file name, file path into this variable, and inside the copy file operation, we are reading the data from that variable. Okay, we are reading the path from that variable and putting in the SSIS folder by using this copy single file option. So now let us go and execute. Now let us go and cross check whether our can see. So let me remove this also. Okay, my folder is empty now. Okay, my desktop folder is empty now. The destination folder is empty. Now let us go and execute this content. So now you can see we are able to copy all the files or not. Let us go and see. So now you can see, yes, we are able to copy all the 4 JPG files. Okay, so if you want to copy only the JPG files or only the text files or XML files, then you can go and use this container. Okay, you can go and use this container, and in that container just specify the what type of files you want to copy. Okay, suppose you want to know whether that is done one by one or not, then you can go and use the script task. Okay, so to display the value present in the, okay, variable, you can use this script task. Okay, so where we need to write some C# code or VB.NET code. Okay, so we want to know whether the container is sending one by one file name or not. So then you can go and use this. Okay, now let me do one more time. So let me delete all the files one more time. So if it is already there, it will recopy. It will just recopy it. Okay, it will just reuse it. That is also no need to delete in real time. So here in this you can see override destination. If it is already there, if it will no override. Okay. But for understanding purpose, I am deleting those files. Now let us go to the script task, and here I just want to show you that, okay, whether the container is sending one by one file or not, whether it is looping the files or not. Okay, so now let us display the, using the script task, I want to display the value present in this variable v underscore file. Okay, now here you can see we can write either C# or VB.NET language. Okay, so I also don't know. I am also not a .NET developer, but C# developer. But just learn some simple commands. Okay. So for displaying the value present in a variable, you can go and write some simple command. Okay. And if you want to write the script, you can select this. You can click on this edit script option. So I just clicked on this edit script option. Now it is opening the C# window, okay, or Visual Studio window where we can write the script, okay, either C# script or VB.NET script. And I have selected the C# script. Now let us see how we can write some simple C# script is. So here we just need to specify, like, we want to display the value present in a variable, no? Then use the message box dot method dot show. Okay, message box dot show. So which variable data you want to show? Let us say dts dot variables. Okay, what is the variable name? My variable name is, okay, this is your variable name. So this is the variable name. Okay, we have to select entity. Don't put v underscore file path. We have to select it from the user colon v file path. Okay. So here just display the variable. Okay. So dot value dot to okay. We have to convert it to string. So this is a simple code to display the value present in the variable. Okay. So we are using the message box function dot show function, and where we are just calling the variable like this. Okay. So dts dot variables variable name dot value dot list. That's it. Let us save it and build it. Okay, now close it. Click on it. Okay. So now what the script class will do is whatever the container. So in the container we are storing the file path inside one variable. No? So we are connecting to that folder and that file path. Okay. We are sending one by one file name path we are putting in this variable. No? The script task will display that each file path, whatever the value present in the file path, and the copy file will copy the file into the destination folder. Now let us go and execute this. So now you can see that it is showing me the first file name, okay, and when I click on OK, now you can see it is copied to the destination folder. Now you can go and see, so the first file is copied to the folder. Now the container is sending the second file name. Now you can see the container is sending the script task is displaying the value present in this variable. So now the container is sending the second file name. Now it is got copied. Okay, so the container is sending one by one file name. Okay, the container is sending one by one file name inside to it. Okay, and this copy file is copying the single file one by one. Okay, okay, so that is the use of container. Okay, so in the copy file operation, so we can copy a single file, but we need to copy 4 files, no? So that's why we are using the container, okay, to send one by one file inside to it. That's it. So this is to copy all the JPG files. But if your requirement is, let us say you want to copy all the JPG as well as all the text files. So in this folder there are multiple types of extensions. But your requirement is you want to copy the JPG and as well as only text files. Then how we can do that? How we can copy multiple extension files? Okay. So in tomorrow class we will see that how to copy multiple extension files. Okay. Any doubts up to now?